Hi people, I'm Annelia. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a life update. By the title, you can tell what this video is going to be about. My mom died. I filmed this video before and then I decided to delete it. My mom died from stage 4 colon cancer that spread to her liver and her lungs. This is not something that we expected because colon cancer does not run in our family. It came out of nowhere. Basically, it happened last year summer, around the time that I was supposed to start working at my current job as a journalist. One of the reasons why I didn't end up starting when they were finally ready for me to start was because my mom had a surgery, and that surgery was fibroids related. After that fibroid surgery, I needed to be there with her, take care of her, all that stuff. After she had that fibroid surgery, I started working. She had a certain amount of time given to her to recover, and she was supposed to start to feel better, and she wasn't feeling better. And eventually we found out that she wasn't feeling better because it was colon cancer. The colon cancer was very aggressive. It spread really quickly. She started showing symptoms, like I said, last year, 2024, around the summertime. During the summertime, I should say. Part of the reason that I've been MIA from YouTube is, yes, I have this job that is very demanding, very time consuming, but at the same time, I was struggling to juggle a sick mother and having this new very demanding job, and it was a whole lot. And I don't know, I guess part of my goal now that my mom has passed is to try and get back into what makes me feel happy, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I watched my mom die. She literally died in the front of both me and my brother and my cousins, her nephews, and her parents, my grandparents. And I have the image of her dying engraved in my mind. There's not a day that goes by since she died that I don't think about the way she looked the day she died. I replay every single day her dying in the front of me. It's traumatizing. It's very traumatizing. I feel sad every single day. I'm not gonna lie, I go to work and I laugh and I smile, but I come home and all in my mind is thoughts of my mom. Even sometimes when I'm at work, like somebody will say something, or for instance, I was interviewing this older person a few weeks ago, and he strayed off topic for a little bit and started talking about some personal stuff, and he was joking around. He was saying, oh, you don't know nothing but no X, Y, and Z. Ask your mommy. Y'all youngins don't know this, that, and the next thing. And I remember just going extremely silent on the phone, and of course he doesn't know that my mom died. And so when he brought it up, my spirit, my mood, everything just dropped. And I guess he picked up on, he's like, you okay, what happened? And I'm like, nothing, I'm here, I'm listening, and I had to just brush it off and quickly keep up a brave face. But it's been tough. It's been super tough. Me and my mom are best friends. I said this in my tribute to her in the obituary. I said, how Caribbean parents like to say, I'm one of your little friends? Me and my mommy, we were like this. My mommy was one of my little friends. Matter of fact, she was my best friend. I watched her deteriorate. I watched her go from this vibrant, healthy, beautiful soul. My mommy was nothing but skin and bones by the time she died. She didn't look like herself. What we were left with was a shell of the woman that we knew. Anybody who knows my mommy knows she was goofy, she was funny, she was fun, she was spicy. She had a personality to her. And I basically watched her wither away, and it was not easy to do. And there's not a day goes by that she doesn't cross my mind. There's not a day that goes by that I don't have a replay in my mind of watching the life leave her body. And I am in the process of trying to get counseling and therapy and all that good stuff, but as of right now, I am just not in the best place. And so I am hoping that getting back into YouTube will help with that somehow, some way. And I also want this to be a video that encourages everybody to go and get yourself checked out. If anything feels wrong, don't ignore it. Just go to a doctor and make sure you're okay. Cancer is becoming something that almost, every single day I'm hearing about this one and that one having cancer, and it's eating away at the world. It's something that we have to be very aware of. It's something that we have to make sure be on top of. And so I want this to be some form of encouragement to everyone out there to go and get yourselves checked. Women, go and get your mammograms, your breast exams, go and get colonoscopies, especially if you feel like something isn't right. Just please get checked out, people. And also, I want this to be a video to encourage people, especially my Bahamian people, that it's okay to get counseling. Like I said, I'm in the process of trying to get counseling. The thing is, here in the Bahamas, we're just now starting to recognize that mental health is a thing and that mental illness is a thing. Some time ago, It was that if somebody had a mental illness, especially one unlike depression and anxiety, maybe it was one a little more, what's the word I'm looking for, aggressive maybe. The first thing Bahamians quick to say, oh, you got demons, you need to go to the church. Nothing wrong, especially if you're a Christian like I am. The Bahamas is a Christian nation, so the bulk of us are Christian. So there's nothing wrong with saying, hey God, I need some help with this. Nothing wrong with praying. Nothing wrong with including God in your wellness and the betterment of your life. But there's also nothing wrong with going to a counselor, going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that mental health is a thing and that you have to take care of it just like you would take care of your physical health. And to be honest, one of the things that's keeping me going right now is the hope that I'm soon going to be able to get counseling, because every day I wake up and I wake up sad, I wake up angry. Let me tell y'all something. My boyfriend had to bring it to my attention. My boyfriend was like, nah baby, listen here. Your attitude been shit lately. Your attitude been very stank, not stink, stank, okay? And he had to let me know. But thank God that he is a very understanding boyfriend and a very loving boyfriend. And so I do want to take time to say thank you to him, because the thing is, a few weeks before my mom passed, his grandfather passed, and they were super close. Like, he called his granddad daddy, and I had the opportunity to really get to know him and love him as well. And I don't want to get too deep into that because that's not my story to tell, but because that happened, my boyfriend also understood the emotions that I was going through when my mom passed a short few weeks later. I don't even think it was a whole month later that my mom passed away. And so thankfully and fortunately we had each other to lean on. We were able to comfort each other. It's been so rough, y'all. My mom at the time was staying with my grandparents, which was amazing, so that when I had to go to work, you know, she wasn't home by herself. She had people there to look after her, because during this entire battle she was at home, she was not working. But now that she's passed, I realized that I can't even bring myself to, this is gonna sound so bad, but I really honestly and truly, I haven't been visiting my grandparents as much. And the other day my grandma called and she was like what's going on, have you forgotten us or something? Like, what's happening? What, you turned bougie or something? And I'm like, no, I really, and I had this conversation with my grandfather like a few days after that, and I'm like, it's not that it's, you know, it's not anything other than being here just hurts. Their house smells, every room in that house smells like my mother. And my mother, when I say smells like her, you know how everybody has that signature scent? I smell my mommy all through that house. Every room that I go in, there's touches of her in that room. And then after the funeral, we had this huge blow up photo of her at the funeral. That photo now lays on that main wall in the living room. When you walk in, there's no way you miss it. And like, it's like the minute I walk into the house, there's just mommy everywhere. And while I appreciate that, it still hurts. I feel like once you lose anybody that you care about and love, it hurts and it's painful. But losing a parent, this journey has been so difficult. And if I'm being honest, I feel like I let my mommy down, because I did all that I could do, and I know that for a fact. But it's like every time I had an issue, she was the one who brought me through it, through God. She's the one who helped me through any type of catastrophe. And I'm gonna go a little deep here for a minute. When I was going to school in Missouri, I suffered severely from anxiety and depression, to the point where I was so mentally and emotionally drained. It came to a very crucial point where I needed help, and my mom was the one. She had discernment, and she would call me at the very right moment. She knew exactly what to say. She knew how to calm me down. She was my peace. She really was my peace. And she, like I said, was my best friend, and I would smile and I would laugh and I'd feel so at ease. And she talked me off of the ledge during a very crucial point in my life, and if it was not from God working through my mother, I would not be here today. And it just hurts, because during the time when my mommy needed me most, yes, I did everything that I could do for her, but it wasn't enough. I'm not a doctor. I couldn't save her life. I was there at every doctor's appointment. I provided the support that she needed, but it was not enough. And it just hurts, because every single time that I've needed her, even when my life was in danger, she was there for me, and then I could not be there for her in the way that she needed me to. And I feel guilty about it every single day. And it's like my mom would be like, oh, I can't wait till you have children, I can't wait till you get married, and now these are things that she's never going to be able to experience because she's no longer here. I can't share those experiences with her, and it hurts, and it's so unfair. It's really unfair. But trying to get myself out of that guilt, trying to, you know, like, I know deep down inside, Annelia, there's nothing more you could have done. You did every single thing you were supposed to. So knowing that, I don't know why I feel so guilty. I think I'm just more so upset that she's not here. And like I said, that has led to me having a very moody outlook on life. Like, I'll go to work and I'll smile and I'll pretend to be happy, and then, you know, I come home and my boyfriend is the closest person to me at this point. Like, I see him every single day, and I started to take my frustrations out on him. Like, he would just be sitting there and I'd just be angry, just grumpy, just frustrated, and then I go from that and I'd be sad. Like, I feel these wide range of emotions and none of them positive. Or maybe I'll have 1 or 2 little moments during the day when I'm happy. Other times I'm like pretending, and then for the bulk of the day I'm just angry, I'm just upset, I just feel lonely, I feel I don't know, just guilty. And that's how come I can't wait to start therapy. That's how come I'm trying to get back into YouTube, just do things to make myself happy, because the truth of the matter is my mom is gone and I cannot bring her back, and there's no way she would want me to sit here and just be this moody person all day, every day. Like I said, I did what I was supposed to do. I did what I wanted to do, which was take care of my mom. I loved my mommy so much. I still love her. I should not feel guilty. Even though I do, I should not feel that way. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on trying to be happy. I'm working on doing things that make me happy. Like I said, YouTube is one of those things. So that's what we're doing. I feel like I got a little sidetracked before, but that's why I was saying I'm so happy that I have an amazing boyfriend. He called me out on my stuff, but he was also very understanding. He was like, I know exactly how you feel. I know what it is to have those emotions and to go through every day feeling the way that you feel. Since then, I would like to think that I've been doing a lot better with managing my emotions. Whenever I feel the mood swings coming on, I'm more aware of them now, and so I make the intentional decision to just choose the positive outlook. Even if I'm not feeling happy, I'm still gonna smile. So that's where we're at now. I also want to say, leading up to my mom's death, a lot of family members came by, and a lot of family, like, we became closer. It's so sad that death and sickness and stuff like that, those are the things that brings family together. Like, family members and family friends who we haven't seen in so long were like coming. They were helping out with my mom even. Like, it was amazing. So for those family members and for those family friends who were so instrumental in helping my mom, coming by, helping with feeding her and bathing her and doing all these things, I want to thank you so much for all the help. It was getting difficult with me and my brother, and of course we had family right there in the house, my grandparents and my cousins. We were all helping out, but it's a lot. Taking care of a sick person, a sick family member, a sick loved one, it is so much work. So I want to say thank you to all the family members and family friends who had a hand in that. I also want to say I appreciate so much one doctor, well, 2 doctors in particular that was on my mom's team that I felt cared so much. I hope that they go far in their career, because they be doing the damn thing. But there's one doctor in that team, from the moment I met him, I could tell he just did not care, and he showed that he didn't care, but I'm gonna leave it like that. There were some amazing nurses as well who helped out a lot with my mom. Thank y'all. The ones who know that they ain't shit, y'all don't deserve a job, and I don't regret saying that. If you're in the healthcare field, I feel like you should care about your patients. Don't be in it just for the paycheck. I have 2 very close nurse friends. One is a nurse at a mental institution. The other is a nurse at the hospital where my mom was seeking treatment. But she's a midwife, so she wasn't really dealing with my mom, even though she'd go and check in and pop in and check on my mom whenever she was admitted. But I asked them, and I was like, when you get into this field, do you eventually become insensitive or desensitized to patients and all these different things? And they were like, yeah, that can happen. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. You know, we're only human. But at the same time, whether you don't feel sensitive about it because you've seen it a billion times or not, your job is to do the best that you can. And also, if you're a nurse, your job is not to sit in the corner and a key on your phone while patients are calling because they need help, while patients are telling you, oh, I don't feel well, can you get the doctor, and you just sitting up there. There's so many horror stories I heard before my mom was sick, and there was so many horror stories that she herself told me, and I am disappointed in so many nurses on that ward. But for the ones that were great to my mother, she did point them out, and I saw a few for myself as well that were really amazing. Kudos to you. I'm so happy that we have you guys in our healthcare system, and I encourage you to keep up the good work. Like, y'all deserve a raise. The bad apples need to go. You don't deserve a job. I'm not sorry. At the end of the day, these are people's lives we messing with. The healthcare sector, the healthcare industry is an industry where I feel like caring for others and caring about others should be and is a necessity. That's part of your job description. And if you don't care, you don't need a job. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that right there. On a lighter note, I do want to say, you guys, I have other big news. Y'all ready? I'm a mommy. I'm a mom. My boyfriend made me a mom. A dog mom. This is Cruz. Oh, you being shy. I don't do dog kisses now. Okay, he's peeing on the floor. I'm just gonna clean that up and get back to y'all. Had to clean that up real quick. But y'all, I'm a dog mom. Not what I thought I'd be doing. No, I don't know if y'all watched my Speak Like a Bahamian video before. The first one when I was like, Bahamians aren't really dog people. Well, my boyfriend and his family, they're dog people. And they are slowly but surely bringing me on board. I don't know what they're doing. They're hypnotizing me or something because they're making me a dog person. Like, I'm not a dog person. And if I were, it'd be a small dog person, but now I'm a mom to a big baby. He is 3 months old. I lied. He just turned 4 months. He's 4 months old now. His name is Cruz, or we call him Cruisy Poo, Cruise Ship, Cruise Port, Cruise Control. He has all the nicknames. My boyfriend bought him for a multiple amount of reasons, one of which is just with all the death that has been going on. You know, we needed some happiness, and so he brought Cruz into our lives. Don't smile at me. I ain't smiling with you. You just pee on the floor. You just piss on the floor. So yes, y'all, I'm just out here being a dog mom and whatnot, you know. I don't know how well y'all were able to see him because he moves a lot and he's big as hell, so it's hard to hold him. But in case y'all couldn't make it out, he's a Rottweiler.
He said I can walk now. Hey, Cruzy.
I'm still working on the whole poop thing. I can't get with it. This dog lets out massive chunks of poop, and the pee, oh my gosh, and let me tell you, it smells worse than a human's poop. I don't understand what it is. Maybe it's the food that we be given. I don't know, but it's lethal and it scents up the whole house, and I'm still trying to get with the whole scooping up the large lump of caca. He's being potty trained, so he's getting better at waiting to do that outside, but when accidents happen, this the type of I ain't used to. But you know, it's all a process. I'm learning. Have I picked up any of his poo yet? No, I can't do it. The pee, fine, cool. The poo, that's gonna take me a minute. But we're getting there. I'm learning. You know, and every new mom has some growing and some learning to do. So that's where we're at. We're gonna get there one day. I'm doing my best. All right, y'all. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.